Hey guys, Kate Goy here. For those of you just tuning in, I am a business consultant and coach for entrepreneurs who happens to travel full time. I am currently in Albert Park in Melbourne, Australia. It's a beautiful, beautiful day out here, so we'll probably get some runners and bikers in the background. So bear with me here. But today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a question that I hear a lot, which is, should I quit my job, start a business, and travel? And the short answer is maybe. I'm all about quitting your job and getting what you want and traveling, but whether or not you should start a business is a whole other question. So you should not start a business just because you want to travel. If you want to travel and you want to travel full time and you're not an entrepreneur, you don't have a passionate, burning desire to be an entrepreneur and to earn your living online and to make an impact in some sort of industry, don't start a business. Just don't. You don't have to. It's absolutely not essential to live this lifestyle that you have your own business. There are remote jobs, there are online jobs, all sorts of things that you can do that don't involve starting your own company. So there are a lot of resources. I think I'll post something in the links so you can get some ideas. But if you're not an entrepreneur, don't start a business. That's the short answer. I think a lot of people feel like in order to have this lifestyle, in order to travel full time, you have to have your own company and know how to funnel hack and all of that stuff. And while I think it's personally the best way because I love working as an entrepreneur, it's not the only way. There are a lot of ways to create this lifestyle. So, start by looking for jobs doing what you're already doing. That was kind of funny. Start by looking for jobs doing what you're already doing and just doing it online. There are a lot of companies that are embracing the remote work lifestyle and hiring more and more people online. They understand that remote workers are happy workers, and so look for a company that supports that. Now, if you're looking to do a really big change and you do want to start a business, then that's a whole other story. So that's really what I've done. Multiple times I've kind of reinvented my life a couple of different times. The first time was when I started freelancing. And I started freelancing the first time back in 2008. Sorry, it's been a while. And I really struggled back then because I didn't know who my client was and all of that stuff, and I didn't really know how to run a business. And I ended up going back to school and getting a master's degree, and then went back and forth kind of trying to do the corporate thing, trying to do the startup thing, trying to do the freelance thing, and I struggled for a really long time. And it wasn't until about 2014 that I got pretty serious about starting my own business and figuring it out, and that's when I started investing more, and I invested in some coaching and some programs that I needed to get where I wanted, and it ended up kind of evolving into a whole new business, into coaching and consulting, and I really love it. However, I don't recommend starting a brand new business that's a big switch from what you've been doing at the same time that you start traveling. So what happened for me is about 18 months ago, I decided to go ahead and cut ties and go full in on coaching. And while I'm really happy I have done that and I love what I do, I didn't anticipate, one, how big of a difference that was really going to be from what I was doing before. And two, I started traveling about 4 months into my new business, and it really messed with my energy and my ability to execute effectively. So what happened was, I started traveling with Remote Year in January of 2017. And it was really great for a little while, but it took a lot out of me energetically. For one thing, I'm an introvert, and I was traveling with all these different people, and so I was getting really stretched, or I was stretching myself. It's not anybody else's fault that I chose to do this, but it messed me, it threw me off of my game, right? And then I got really sick. I got really sick in Asia. I got splashed in the face with sewage water. It's a horrendous story. But I got really, really sick, and I stayed sick for a while, and it threw me off again. And I got really off track around 8 months into my new business. Maybe it was even less than that, 6 months into my new business. And the decisions that I made while I was sick, while I was burnt out from all of this other input, I was moving cities every month. I made some really bad decisions, right? And I know better, right? I absolutely know better. But that's the thing, is we don't understand, we tend to underestimate the impact that the travel is going to have on your energy and on your business. And so that's why I don't recommend that you start a new business at the same time that you start traveling. If this is the lifestyle that you want and you are an entrepreneur and you know for sure that you want to start a business, start the business first. Do it while you have the support and resources and community that you're used to and some comfort level. Get those routines in place, get the systems built out, and then start traveling. Don't try and do everything at once. That's another common problem that new entrepreneurs face, is that we take on too much. We tend to get really excited and think we need to do everything right now, and so we do so many things at the same time that we don't do any of them well, right? And it's the same thing, like if you're going to be making a huge life change like traveling full time and starting a business, I don't recommend doing them at the same time. So I hope that was helpful for anybody out there that is thinking about quitting a job. You know, you can do everything you want to do. I just recommend that you do it a little smarter than I did.